Khan welcoming you all. Those were the headlines. We now move on to the news in details. Bangladesh Awami League will celebrate the birth centenary of Father of the Nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, in 2020 as Mujib Borsho through year-long programs with participation of mass people at the government and party levels. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, in a joint meeting of the party's Advisory Council and Central Working Committee today, said Mujib Borsho would be celebrated from March 2020 to March 2021, which will follow the Golden Jubilee celebration of the country's independence in 2021. People of every age, class, creed and caste, irrespective of the gender, political affiliation and professional background, would have their stake in the celebration, she said in the meeting held at party's new central office at 23 Bangabandhu Avenue in the capital this afternoon. By this time, the Prime Minister said a number of books on the life and works of Bangabandhu will be published, which would be very useful for knowing the country's history and Bangabandhu's struggle for emancipation of the Bengali nation. Bangladesh is now moving ahead on the development highway. The global community has recognized Bangladesh's elevation as a developing country. But unfortunately, a group of people who want the people of Bangladesh to live under poverty forever never liked this graduation, Sheikh Hasina added. Highlighting the steps taken by her government for socio-economic development of the country, the Prime Minister said Bangladesh would be a middle-income country by 2021 and a developed country by 2041. Export earning increased 5.81% in the last fiscal 2017-2018. Bangladesh earned 3,666 crore US dollar by exporting various products in different countries in the last fiscal. This amount is more than 201 crore US dollars compared to fiscal 2016-17. The export earning was 3,465 crore US dollars in this fiscal, and the growth of export earnings was 1.72%. The Export Promotion Bureau (EPB) targeted to export goods worth 3,750 crore US dollars in 2017-2018 fiscal. To attain the goal, as usual, Bangladesh earned the lion's share from ready-made garment sector. More than 30 billion US dollars came from this sector in the last fiscal. In 2016-17 fiscal, the export earning was 3,061 crore US dollars. The export earnings increased 8.76% from the garment sector in the last fiscal. Bangladesh earned 1,518 crore 85 lakh US dollars from knitwear sector in 2017-18 fiscal. This amount is more than 10.40% in comparison with 2016-17 fiscal. The expert said in the past 5 years, the government has taken various initiatives to develop the security measure and a healthy atmosphere in the garments industries. Development was also ensured in establishing the rights of the workers and their skills. All these initiatives of the government helped increase the export amount in the ready-made garment sector. Moreover, the government owners of the industries and the foreign buyers worked unitedly to reinstate the faith of the global community of a garment sector. Besides, agricultural and pharmaceutical products played a vital role to increase our exports earnings in the last fiscal. Bangladesh earned 67 crore 37 lakh US dollars from agricultural products. The amount is 21.79% more than 2016-17 fiscal. And the export earning from the pharmaceutical sector is 10 crore 34 lakh US dollars, which is 16% more than 2016-17 fiscal. Export earning from jute goods increased 6.56% compared to the 2016-17 fiscal.
Upgradation work of Dhaka-Khulna Highway to 6 lanes from the existing 2 is progressing fast. Under the project, 55 kilometers of the portion of the highway from Jatrabari of Dhaka to Bhanga of Faridpur will be upgraded to 6 lanes. Our Madaripur correspondent said remarkable progress has been made in construction work of Panchar of Shipchor of Bhanga of Faridpur portion of the highway. Bangladesh Army is supervising the construction works. Project officials said over 50% work have already been completed. A railway overbridge, 7 bridges, 2 flyovers and 16 culverts are on the highway. It is expected that the upgradation works of Dhaka-Khulna highway will be completed before the stipulated time of April 2019. The Asian Development Bank ADB has approved grant assistance of $100 million, the first of a $200 million package to help Bangladesh for the development of basic infrastructure and services for Rohingya people. The ADB $100 million grant project will support the displaced people sheltered in camps in Cox's Bazar, focusing on water supply and sanitation, disaster risk management, energy and the roads. The project has been developed and will be implemented in coordination with the United Nations agencies, the World Bank and other donors that are giving humanitarian relief such as food, water, medical aid and temporary shelter. The first phase of the project is costing $120 million for about 2.5 years. The first ADB $100 million grant will come from the Asian Development Fund, while the government will provide $20 million. Since last August 2017, more than 7 lakh people have crossed the border from Rakhine State, Myanmar into Cox's Bazar, Bangladesh. The displaced persons are living in 32 camps spread over the district.
Now, international news. A Pakistani court has sentenced former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif to 10 years in prison on corruption charges related to 4 luxury London flats. The National Accountability Bureau Court handed down the verdict after a series of delays. His daughter, Maryam Nawaz Sharif, received a 7-year sentence, while his son-in-law, Safdar Awan, was given a 1-year sentence. Nawaz Sharif has said the charges are politically motivated. Both he and his daughter are in London, where Sharif's wife Kulsum Nawaz is receiving treatment for cancer. Judge Muhammad Bashir ordered Sharif to serve 10 years for owning assets beyond income and 1 year for not cooperating with the NAB. He will serve his sentence concurrently. Seven members of the Aum Shinrikyo doomsday cult, which carried out a deadly chemical attack on the Tokyo Underground in 1995, have been executed, including cult leader Shoko Asahara. The siren attack, Japan's worst terror incident, killed 13 people and injured thousands more. The executions took place at a Tokyo detention house this morning. Japan does not give prior notice of executions, but they were later confirmed by the Justice Ministry. Shoko Asahara and his followers were also accused of several other murders and an earlier sarin gas attack in 1994, which killed 8 and left 600 injured. At least 33 people are known to have died after a tourist boat capsized off the Thai holiday island of Phuket. The news came as Thai authorities suspended their search for a second night. The Phoenix, which had 105 people on board, mainly Chinese tourists, went down in bad weather on Thursday. Phuket Provincial Governor Norapad Plotchong said 23 people were still unaccounted for, with 49 rescued. An investigation has been ordered into why the boats went out despite severe weather warnings.
A former Thai military diver helping to rescue a young football team trapped inside a flooded cave has died, as officials warned the window of opportunity to free the team is limited. The diver's death on Friday raises serious doubts over the safety of attempting to bring the 12 boys and their football coach out through cramped passageways deep inside the waterlogged Tram Luang Cave in Thailand. The team became trapped kilometers deep inside the cave system 2 weeks ago after flood waters caused by heavy rains blocked the entrance. In the first official admission that the team cannot wait out the monsoon underground, the commander indicated that rescuers may have little choice but to attempt the tricky extraction of the crew. More than 100 villages under 25 unions of Kurigram were flooded as main rivers including Dhorla, Tista, Brahmaputra and Dudhkumar showed sharp rise in the water levels. About 50,000 families were affected by the flood water. Dhorla is following 31 centimeters above the danger level. Meanwhile, flood situation in Sunamganj showed slight improvement. 5 metric tons of rice and 50,000 taka have been allocated for the flood affected in every upazila. Erosion caused by rise in water level in the Podra river has already devoured more than 200 homesteads under Zazira and Noira upazila in Shoriatpur. A dredging project to protect Shoriatpur from erosion of the Podda has received ethnic approval. Local Water Development Board authorities say the dredging work will start soon. Now news on weather. Monsoon is fairly active over Bangladesh and northeastern Bay. Light to moderate rain or thunder showers accompanied by temporary gusty wind and lightning flashes is likely to occur at few places across the country today. Some places of the country may experience moderately heavy to heavy rainfall from Sunday next. Highest rainfall recorded 84 millimeters at Dimla in Nilphamari today. Besides 26 millimeter rainfall recorded at Sodhpur and 22 millimeter in Feni. Maximum temperature was recorded 33.8 degrees Celsius in Rajshahi, while minimum temperature was 24.8 degrees Celsius at Tetulia in Ponchokor and Hatia in Noakhali today. Highest temperature in Dhaka today was 34.6 degrees Celsius, while minimum temperature was 27 degrees Celsius. Badul Farazi, a Bangladeshi, was sentenced to life term in a false murder case in India, has been brought back to the country after serving 10 years in Indian jail. He was taken to the central jail from Shah Jalal International Airport on arrival this afternoon. Family members of Badul were present at the airport to see him. A Delhi judge's court sentenced Badul to life imprisonment on charges of murder for similarity of his name with the accused.